It is 2 days to Christmas, and many Nigerians are preparing to celebrate and spend quality time with loved ones. Some are catching flights, others boarding buses last minute to be with family. In a country where stable electricity supply is still a challenge, many rely on the use of generators to run their homes. Transport companies who are witnessing an influx of customers this season have no fuel for their vehicles either. Queues stretching for miles, causing gridlock, is now the daily picture in many cities. The Secretary of the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, Mohammed Shuaibu, says the depots are currently running out of the product, which makes it difficult to supply to petrol stations. Well, joining us via Zoom from Abuja is a public affairs analyst, Dayo Lumowagung. Good morning. Thank you for joining us on TVC Breakfast.
It's always my pleasure. Good morning. Compliment of the season.
Same to you. Now, despite the 48-hour ultimatum and IPMAN, we spoke with them last week, and he said, we spoke with the president, he said that there was an arrangement with NNPCL to addressing this matter, and that about 300 trucks will be out, and that the fuel queues will be a thing of the past. That was last week, yet we are still seeing this long queues, indiscriminate pricing going on. What do you make of this development?
So I think it is the same recurring decimal that we have in this country. And except somebody who just arrived in Nigeria, really surprised about all this, contradicting information. What you tell us, clearly different from what we found in reality. So again, you don't know what. There's going to be more than enough fuel for everybody. And here we just 2 days or 3 days to Christmas, and the season that is expected to be a season of joy, a season where you say. But here we are, almost going to celebrate it with pains and with queue here and there, and Nigerians are really suffering. So you see, it's the same recurring decimal. Like for the late Afrobeat legend, Fela Kuti, sang in a song, I think in the 1981 album, where he says suffer head or something, where he said there's water everywhere, water in the land, water on the surface of the water in the air, but the water that the common man will drink, the common man will use. They tell you there's fuel everywhere, we have but the one that Nigerians will use, you won't find it. And it's a sorry situation. And we thought we had passed this, but it's really a sorry situation for Nigeria.
All right. Now, I wonder what concerns you have. Before now, NNPC had assured that there is enough fuel to go around. In fact, that they have more than a month fuel that would last Nigeria through the festivity and all of that. Now, there are issues of communication, issues of honesty, issues of facts, mixing together or conflicting each other and all of that. What concerns do you have from that regard? Because on the other hand, one would say, if there are challenges, you own up and then see how you can handle the challenges. But it seems like in this situation, it doesn't seem to be so.
You see, unfortunately, Nigeria has come to live with this, and you really believe whatever your government tells you these days. Because I'm sorry to say, most of what we hear, a bunch of lies. At the end of the day, when it really matters, you'll see that what they have told you contradicts what you have on ground. And for me, I think it's an insult on the Nigerian people. It's playing on our intelligence as though all Nigerians are foolish. You don't even know who you are going to win the league, whether it's the NNPC, Minister of Finance, and people give conflicting information. And when the chiefs are down, nobody is out to take responsibility. Now, things that will go through in Nigeria, if it happens in some other client, you see the whole country, here are we in Nigeria, and we take this thing lightly, and yet your government just takes it for granted. And it's really sorry. and you ask the question, what exactly is the cause? What exactly is the big challenge in giving fuel to your people? We're not even talking about the prices now. The truth is that the fuel is not around. People want to buy some. The fuel is just not there. And it's in some other places, you see, government officials, coming out to apologize, coming out or even resigning their offices because you have told a lie to the nation. Oh, here, nothing will happen now. This is how I don't know, a little complex. And because we're getting close to the election, nobody's ready to tell you what exactly is. Take the bull by the horn, make your decision, communicate appropriately to the people. Don't promise us lie, don't promise us. And that's the same thing we have been crying all over the years to say, look, we deserve better representation, we deserve better governance, not the kind of governance we have these days.
Now, the Secretary of the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria is saying that depots are currently running out of the product. And I'm wondering, as it stands, shouldn't we have known the amount of products we need for periods like this? Shouldn't, over the years, we know how there is the rush and how a lot of persons bring out their cars at this time to, come out and use their vehicles. Shouldn't we have known the amount of product Nigerians consume at this period, especially festive periods? And how is it that we are running out of product?
It's unfortunate because the children around this time and say, look, I can't give you Christmas dress because this Christmas seems to be too fast. And I say something that give you 12 months notice. How Nigeria is just like that. And again, what do we even know how much we consume? Now they say they put it about 65 million liters per day, and those are we're not even sure. Is this? The other people are saying is this? Other players in the industry they're saying, look, these are exaggerated figures. We hear about figures that will pay on subsidy about 2 point something billion every day. 18 point something billion, 18.4. Where people are saying these figures are exaggerated, and we don't even know what exactly how much we consume in Nigeria. That is the reality of that. So not even the festive period, Yes, I hear that we should be able to prepare and say, okay, maybe there's going to be a surge during this. You see, but again, here we are. We don't even have the correct statistics. Not even on ordinary days, let alone the festive period. And that's the challenging thing. And that is how, you see, now Nigerians don't even trust anybody. They don't even trust this government. Because under the guise of, for example, your subsidy and all of that, people keep siphoning Nigeria, the Commonwealth, for it. And say, if you're going to do full regulation, if you're going to do whatever you want to do let there be full. And can you account for the money? Meanwhile, you ask the question, what is the part of NNPC in all of this? Remember, it's not your former NNPC. This is a profit-making organization. There's some shareholder somewhere. Are we answering is it their interest first or the interest of Nigeria? Those are some of the questions you want to be asking. Whose interest is being played out in all of this? But it's a sorry case that in this age and at this time, we don't even know volume of number of liters of PMS that we consume every day, and even for this period. So if we don't know, if the stakeholders are fighting themselves, oh, this is not the correct thing, this is not the correct figure, this is not the correct data, how do we even plan?
All right.
And even if it's the important figure, why can't we plan on something? It's just